Hey everyone, and welcome back to MMA Alerts. To begin, Charles Oliver finally speaks out about the fight between him and Colby Covington. Colby Covington recently said that he would like to welcome Charles Oliver to the welterweight division. This came after Dahlbrand said that Oliveira might move up to 170 pounds. That news made it back to the famous lightweight, and it's no surprise that Oliveira sounds interested. At UFC 300, Oliveira lost to Armas Sarukian. After the fight, the Brazilian star said he might move up to welterweight. As was already said, that seemed to interest Covington, so Oliveira was asked to say something about it while talking to Ag Fight. In truth, man, it's just what I said, taking some time to think about legacy, history, and values. You need to sit down. There were a lot of texts from me when I woke up in the morning. Diego Lima got it from me and said it too. I get what you mean. Okay, Diego, let's talk, think, and see what's good. Then let's see what the UFC thinks. The UFC also feels the same way Charles does. Colby likes to talk, so why not? If this fight happens, it will be very interesting to see. For what Colby has said about Brazilians in the past, it's not a surprise that friends of Oliver want to bring to fight chaos. What would happen if Oliver beat the controversial fighter? He'd be right in the running for the title shot at 170. Even though Covington is ranked number 4, this fight isn't going to end anytime soon. Colby is still healing from the broken foot he got when he lost to champion Leon Edwards in December. Next, let's look at the UFC boxer who was caught with a drug that isn't allowed. One of the most exciting fights at UFC 303 was lost, which is not good news since the card isn't exactly loaded with great fights. Yes, Khalil Roundtree recently said on social media that he had taken illegal drugs and would not be fighting Jamal Hill at the event on June 29th. The powerful heavyweight striker and light heavyweight shared the following message. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I will not be fighting at UFC 303 because I used a drug that was against the rules. There was no reason for me to do that, and I am doing everything I can to fix the problem. I was getting supplements from a company I trusted that knew what I could and could not take and gave me a unique service. The mixed supplement they sent me by mistake had a chemical called DA in it that is always against the UFC's rules against doping. The contents were not made clear to me until after I had eaten it. Roundtree may have talked to the UFC before he was shown to have PDs in a drug test based on the last part of his statement. As soon as I got that information, I called Senior Vice President of Anti-Doping Compliance Jeff Nowicki and UFC Vice President of Anti-Doping Compliance Donna Marcolini to let them know what was going on. I gave them all the proof they needed to see that this wasn't an attempt to cheat or improve performance. Even though DAA doesn't improve performance, it is still illegal, so I am temporarily suspended. I'm truly sorry for this bad turn of events and want to apologize to all of you and Jamal. This is a terrible loss that teaches us even more. The MMA community didn't hold back for long before they had something to say. As an example, here are some things that Robert Whittaker, the previous MW champion, said on the MMA podcast. The beast is not the only one who can't take vitamins that are against the law. No matter what you did or how you got around it, you just can't take it anymore. Everyone on the team knows that. We know that taking vitamins can be risky and that you need to know what you can and cannot do. Then there are these guys who are hot because they went to a place that makes supplements just for them. Do you get what I mean? It's the same as getting your mustache off the shelf like everyone else. Bobby Knuckles gave you good advice there. With Combat Sports Anti-Doping as the UFC's new drug testing partner, it will be interesting to see what kind of punishment Roundtree gets. Let's look at Tom Aspinall calling Alex Bejeda out. It's at UFC 304. Tom Aspinall will fight Curtis Blades. This has been known for weeks after a lot of talk and rumors. But that doesn't mean the heavyweight champion doesn't want to fight Alex Bejeda. After Bejeda stunned everyone by knocking out Jamal Hill at UFC 300, the light heavyweight champion said he was going to try to win the heavyweight title. There was a lot of talk about whether Bejeda could next fight Aspinall or even John Jones. Yes, Aspinall did talk to Costa before his fight with Curtis Blades was signed off on. If the Liverpool fighter was asked about the chance of fighting Poatan, he made it clear that he's all for it. He seems like a scary person to me. I like him a lot. He's already a world winner. He also has a good chance of beating me. I believe they can have a great fight whenever they want. I believe Alex is willing to do it. I'm ready to go. So whenever the UFC wants it, there you have it. Now that Dana White, the boss of the UFC, has said many times that the promotion is moving forward with Jones vs. Stipe Miocic, it doesn't look like Bejeda will be going up to heavyweight anytime soon. But you never know. Could the UFC consider having Bejeda fight for the heavyweight title if Aspinall beats Blades, Jones beats Stipe, and Bones retires this way, Aspinall vs. Jones wouldn't be a choice. Next, Conor McGregor talks about the heavyweight field. The boxing match between Tyson Fury and Alexander Ivanov was without a doubt the biggest fight this weekend. For the first time in more than 20 years, Usyk won all 3 heavyweight belts. In round 9, the famous boxer almost sent Fury's mind to Mars and back. The Gypsy King did well, though he got back on track and made it to the final bell before finding out he had lost by split vote. Well, Conor McGregor was one of many MMA stars who watched the huge fight. The UFC star was quick to praise Usyk for his work after the fight. Furthermore, McGregor went on to set up fights for boxing's biggest title. What shall we do next? Amazingly, he beat both of them badly. Anything that helps. Tyson AJ, I'm all for it. If Fury wants to try the wheel again, AJ had 2 chances, so why not Fury? It's a big ask, but it's not impossible either. If not, AJ Usyk will come in third and have one last chance. Then go Tyson AJ, win, lose, or draw. Also, thanks to Turkey, Alabama, Schick, and everyone else who helped make this age of heavyweight fighting possible. It was a great time to be living. Thanks to the fighting. You should feel bad that you missed the fight. Also, you might not know that Fury said he is going to use his rematch option. It seems likely that the match will happen again later this year. McGregor did say that it would be interesting to see how Anthony Joshua fits into the title picture going forward. Let's listen to Justin Gaethje talk about wrestling. If you are new to mixed martial arts, MMA, or just a casual fan, you might not know that Justin Gaethje was a successful wrestler before he became one of the most dangerous and entertaining fighters in the universe. He was even an NCAA Division I All-American wrestler. But Gaethje's wrestling hasn't been the star of his long and successful MMA career very often. Instead, Gaethje's offensive style, powerful leg kicks, and huge hooks have helped him become a huge name in mixed martial arts. People are worried about the Colorado fighter's long-term health because of Gaethje's style and the fact that he has taken a lot of hits. That also made people wonder if Gaethje should focus on his training more. But in an interview with Title Sportsnet, Gaethje said that he gets paid a lot because of his can't-miss style. As you know, I do this for money, and if I were to fight like a heavyweight, they would never give me what they do now. I've had big fights because of how I fight, so I don't feel bad about making that choice. Next, let's look at UFC boxer Henry Cejudo calls him out. Henry Cejudo had said that he would never fight again if he lost to Merab yes, once more. Now that he's called for his next fight, it's pretty clear that CCC wants to keep fighting. What did Cejudo call out? A top 5 ranked bantamweight or a boxer who was ranked right next to him? Not really. An ex-champion instead called Rob Font out on social media. Hey, Rob Font, my wife told me I need to spend more time with my kids, so let's get together at the Apex on July 20th. Don't even bother getting me a gift for Father's Day. The beating I'm about to give you will be enough. Do what the deal says, ho. There are probably some fans who would like to see that scrap, but some of the first reactions online weren't exactly positive. These are some of the responses that were sent after Cejudo's suggestion. This guy pretended to be retired and give up the belt only to come back, lose again, and beg Rob Font to fight him in the Apex. You have no right to call for a fight with Apex, bro. What happened? And now he wants to fight someone who has lost 4 of his last 5 fights in the Apex? At least one fan doesn't think a fight with Font would go well for Cejudo. With all due respect, I see Font sleeping with you. There's no need to be rude. OG, given your last outing. If you forgot, Cejudo is ranked number 5 in the UFC's banana division right now, and Font is ranked number 9. Font could move up a few spots in the division if he beat the king of cringe. Font might really want to beat Cejudo, even though Triple C isn't at the top of his game right now. Finally, Anderson Silva vs. Chill's son-in was made public. It looks like Anderson Silva will have at least one more fight in his long and successful career. So is the Spider going to fight another famous fighter or a YouTuber who has been in a few professional fights? That was a short time when it looked like the answer would be a clear no. What's the reason? Not long ago, actress and former football player Terry Crews said he was ready to fight Silva at a future card in Brazil. Anderson Silva, I've been working. I'm ready. June 15th. See you at the fight. It's night in Brazil. Everyone, you, me, and Anderson Silva should all go on June 15th. What are we going to do? Terry Crews is here in Brazil. And in a follow-up post, Silva seemed to confirm that there would be a fight. With Crews was a go. Okay. All right, Terry Crews, June 15th. I'm ready and waiting for you. I'm getting ready for you. I'm waiting for you here in Brazil. See you soon, brother. As for those who saw these posts before and weren't excited about the fight, don't be. Silva recently said in Portuguese that he will not be facing Crews. Silva was told that he will fight Chael Sonnen on June 15th. Sonnen made this video to announce the fight. Good morning, Anderson. It's me again. I'll see you on June 15th. Here are some responses from people in the MMA world to the news. My God, it's going to look bad when the guy who beat Jake Paul knocks out Chael. By the way, I think it's likely that both of these guys would agree to a fight. Why the hell are they boxing? It should be MMA. Both of them look really clean, but I'm still tuning in. I'll be watching no matter how much it costs or when it takes place. Putting on a For the People trilogy fight is a good way for these two pros to make money. Don't watch this and make sure they both have a great retirement. Leave a comment below telling us what you think about this fight. Khabib gets in trouble in the MMA world after he tweets that fans should put money on him. Fans are going off about how this is another scam that Khabib is pushing in a business company. Because of his past, here's what his friend said. Brothers are still selling scams. The stories are true you would go back to the octagon, but you're afraid to because of Toporia's rise. When Khabib talks about scams again, he stops at ring girls. The boy ran out of money. Hashtag not okay. There's no post about investing from the guy who owes more than $3 million in taxes, that's for sure. LOL bro was caught tax evading and is now pushing a scam again. If you need money, go fight. It is wrong to spam your friends. Bruiser needs a few $1 million to push taxes. It's time for him to push the next scam. He'll call Dana for that fight with Conor when these run out. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for latest fight updates.